that's the problem with religion, is that it's more divisive than it is unifying. But I find it very interesting that often you'll hear people cite that study or those studies and say, look, religion obviously has a benefit. It's like, no, 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 no. Community has a benefit. Empathy has a benefit, right? Human interaction has a benefit. Sure, religion is facilitating those things, but only within a small group. So if we can get rid of the small group, then we can just facilitate those things for their own sake, in which case we'll continue to benefit. Religion's not the cornerstone of that. If anything, it's the governor on that. It's the thing that's limiting how effective that we could be with one another. And so, yeah, I always find it very interesting. We cherry pick, right? We cherry pick. It's like, no, no, no. Look, there's proof. What I'm doing is right. Right. Again, how do you feel? Right? Like, how is your day going? Do you feel connected? Or do you have to run back to church on Sunday just to make sure that you're all caught up with Sky Daddy, just in case you get hit by a car or something? And that's it, is that they will tell you a great many things. People tell themselves a lot of things. I spent years telling myself things. It doesn't make them true. And I always find it very interesting because I've had that conversation. I often have that conversation. It's like, well, how do you know that's true for everybody? Because it's the crux of the observer and the observed relationship. Right? That is the crux of it for everybody. Everybody, at least who's human. Let's just keep it simple, right? There's an I there. And as long as that's the case, then we're all going through the same experience in different iterations and different variations, sure. But the underlying environment or the underlying situation is the same. I perceive myself as divided from reality, right? And so I invest in this fiction of me. That's universal. People may not like it. They may not want to admit it. They may not want to look at it, but that's because then they wouldn't be able to judge you, right? They would have to actually look at it and start questioning themselves. Instead, they're going to go, no, that's not possible. You're just making assumptions. You're being arrogant, right? You think you know everything. And it's like, actually, I don't. I've just questioned myself into oblivion, and this is what remains.